Hey, what's going on YouTube? Actually, just want to make a quick video here of a build I made back in February. So with that said, some of the components may be a little outdated by now with them being almost a year old, but still wanted to carry on with the video anyways because it is my first water-cooled build, and I think it'd be pretty cool to hear from some of you guys that do this a lot, and especially if you have any tips or some constructive criticism that you could throw down in the comments for me. It'd be great to hear from you guys, especially if you would have done something differently. So definitely love to hear from you guys. So the case itself is a Corsair 760T. Obviously it has the full acrylic side, and at the beginning of the year they were a newer case. Not a lot of people had them. I'm sure they're definitely out there by now. There's a bunch of them. So the black edition actually comes with red fans in the front, which I swapped for the green to keep a color scheme here, and definitely plenty of room in the front here. I have a fossil old school optical drive there in the front that I still use. 3.5 above that, hot swap bay for 2 terabytes, and I think it's a Western Digital. It's whatever was on sale at the time anyway. But yep, on the inside here, as some of you probably already know, it's an AMD build just by looking at it. And yep, I was on a budget, so AMD. If I were to go back, I would definitely do an Intel build for the cooler temperatures that Intel puts out, as well as reliability and compatibility of the Intel components. But yeah, not all of us are made of money. So the motherboard back here in the back is a Crosshair 5 Formula Z, which in my opinion is one of the better AMD boards that you can get. It's pretty neat because, as you can tell, it's just a water cooling bridge that goes in between the graphics cards here, instead of an actual video bridge for the Crossfire. Actually talks straight through the PCI slots, which is pretty neat. I hope Intel actually jumps on that, and I think it's a pretty cool feature. So the processor itself is a AMD 9590, and yeah, it comes out of the box I think at 5 gigahertz, which I've underclocked mine to 4.7 to make it more stable. And by doing so, it also dropped my temperatures a lot, like very significantly. Like I want to say almost like 5 or 6 degrees just by underclocking it that much. I really don't see any performance loss by doing that. I'm sure it's there, but I haven't experienced it. And the reason I did that is because my first one, I didn't underclock it at all. But I actually had to secure some of the cores on it in order to even make the thing run, which I found out was a defect, and that's why some weeks later they sent me this one. So yeah, the RAM, I'm running 32 gigs of they're the Rip Jaws, and I want to believe I want to say they're the Sniper edition. It's been a while since I've done this, but I want to say it's that. The water block for my CPU is an XSPC. Great price on that, and it's very easy to install, and it cools great. I don't know if you can tell my temperature gauge back here, if I can get the camera to focus or not, but I usually run temperatures between 26 to 30 degrees Celsius. So definitely the custom loop greatly drops your temperatures. I couldn't be happier. The water blocks for my graphics cards here. Graphics cards are Sapphire R9290Xs, and I'm running a triple monitor configuration, 5760 by 1080, and it's a great setup for gaming. And if you're in school like I am, it's great because you can throw music up on one screen and have a bunch of web browsers open at the same time while you're studying and doing all that. And yep, the water blocks for that, EKWB, as well as the front radiator here. I'm doing a push-pull configuration on the front rad. The upper radiator up here, it's a 360 configuration with the fans, but I only have a push configuration. I don't have a push-pull because it's a cheap radiator, and the holes actually don't line up. So and they don't send you the hardware for the spacers for the extra fans that need to go in there. So yeah, it could be better, but not bad for a little. I want to say I paid like $40 or $50 for the radiator, so super cheap. Yeah, guys, that's about it. If you have any questions or anything like that, oh well, the reservoir here, I actually get a lot of questions about that. It's a Helix from Frozen Q. It took a while to get. but well worth the wait in my opinion. It looks great, and directly attached to my reservoir, I have my D5 pump. I think I run it like on 2.5 speed. I think it goes all the way up to 5. Plenty fast enough, but as you know, if you're pushing more water through there, you may not be cooling as well as you have to. But yeah, it's definitely a very reliable pump. I know it's a little overkill for the water loop I have going here, but great pump. Couldn't be more happier with it. So yeah, I guess that is actually just about it, guys. So if you have any questions or comments or anything, go ahead and throw that down below for me. Love to hear from you guys. Thanks for watching.